Hello everybody, I'm Josh Holly. I'm the content creator for Young Williams. I'm joined today by Allyson Spellman, the host of Jewelry to the Rescue with JTV Extra. And Allyson,
Yes.
when I decided I was going to make vegan dog treats for World Vegan Day, you were the only person I could think of. The only person I could think of that had enough interest in both things to come and help me make these. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely. I mean, Josh knows, number one, of course, I am vegan. Well, actually, I guess they go hand in hand. I can't say one and two because animal lover, vegan, all at once.
So today I thought we would make some vegan dog treats.
Wonderful.
Have you ever done this?
I have actually never done this, so this is going to be new for me too.
All right. Well, it's super simple. First, I'm going to use some of this flour. I'm just going to get this here. This is going to help make sure that the dough doesn't stick whenever we're pressing and rolling it.
It looks like, too, it's pretty simple. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3 ingredients. That's it?
3 ingredients.
Okay,
That's
I
it.
am all about simple.
Exactly.
So thank you for this.
Anybody can make this. I'm going to put the recipe in the description below, but it is essentially 2 parts pumpkin puree, 1 part peanut butter, 1 part flour.
That's it.
That's it. And we're going to mix it all together, okay? But we're going to do a double batch here. So if you'll hand me that spoon.
You got it. See, I like to be an assistant in the kitchen.
I didn't want to get your, you do your nails, you have to show your hands, and I am big on mixing by hand.
I am all about this.
So there's 1 can done, and I've got the oven preheated already. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. All right, so we're only going to use about half of this can for this batch.
Which, of course, you can find this everywhere this time, time of year.
This time of year, the shelves are overflowing with pumpkin. I'm going to do a nice scoop of peanut butter.
Let's face it, dogs love peanut butter.
Oh my gosh, you can get dogs to do just about anything for peanut butter.
It's so true, and I know peanut butter is always on the wish list too for Young Williams.
Yes, absolutely. We make these little putt pops with them. So we fill cardboard tubes with peanut butter, freeze them, and they can spend all morning kind of tearing into them. But it's really great. So while I'm messing this up, I'm just going to go ahead and get my hands dirty.
It is literally by hand.
Oh yeah.
Does that feel rewarding?
I don't know. It feels like I'm gonna need to really wash my hands afterwards. Right? So yeah, it's just kind of, it'll take a minute. All the textures are different. So the flour and the pumpkin, the peanut butter, but it smells awesome. These are for the dogs, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to eat one.
Hey, there is nothing in here that says not for humans too, and I have to agree with Josh. It smells amazing.
Well, on that note, things that are good for humans and dogs, would you like to take a moment to talk to us about Jewelry to the Rescue?
Absolutely. I'm very, very grateful to JTV and, of course, Young Williams as well, to be able to combine both of my passions as a JTV host, of course, my love of jewelry, but also my love, of course, of finding adoptable animals' homes. So both of those passions come together on Jewelry to the Rescue. We live stream from Young Williams every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern live, and it's a chance to really celebrate our love of our furry family members through pet-centered jewelry, while also meeting those that are looking for their forever home. And very, very grateful because Jewelry to the Rescue won a Telly Award. It's been featured in national magazines, and I'll tell you, Josh, it's been so incredibly rewarding just to hear the different stories everyone has shared with me, being inspired to go to their local shelter since it's national and find a new family member, to gifting fellow volunteers jewelry as a thank you. There's been so many rewarding stories, so very, very grateful. You can always watch us on jtv.com/extra.
Absolutely, and it is so much fun to have you come to the shelter. I know Chastity and I, we love to see you, and I was actually a JTV employee for a long time. I was actually Allyson's PA when I first started here, so
He's come a long way.
Yeah, and now look what I'm doing.
But I'm so grateful we still get to work together and collaborate and all those wonderful things.
Absolutely. So, in the heart of working together, can you hand me that rolling pin?
Yes.
So what we're gonna do now that we've got our dough, I've kind of done like a pre-press here, and I'm just going to roll this to about, I don't know, a half-inch thick, quarter-inch thick, somewhere in there. It's very malleable, so you barely need this rolling pin, but we'll do it for good measure. Okay, and there's that. Hand that back to you. All right, and now is where the fun comes in. So this is completely ready to go now. We can start making treats. So, you can make any shape you want with them. The classic dog biscuit is fine. So I'll do a couple kind of cookie shaped ones. You could do little bone shapes if you wanted for our pups.
Yeah, so you could have a cookie cutter and make
cookie cutter.
Too.
You could do hearts. You can do whatever you want with these. These are super easy to mold into whatever shape you want.
It's been so easy to make.
Oh yeah. So Allyson, next month. Well, I guess that's this month. Cause for Paws.
Yes. I'm so excited.
Do you want to talk a little bit about Cause for Paws while I cookie these out?
Sure. I'm very, very grateful. I get to MC Cause for Paws again with our good friend Dino. Always an honor, but Josh, I'll tell you, ever since the first night I ever attended Cause for Paws, it's a wonderful way to celebrate, of course, young Williams, but also those who have been so instrumental in the support of young Williams throughout the year. And it's like a great, fantastic party that obviously raises much needed funds to help young Williams continue the work that they do to find a home for every animal out there.
Absolutely. And so how did you start working with young Williams? I don't think I've even heard how that relationship started.
I moved here from New York City, and I've always been a huge animal advocate. So as soon as I moved here, I started going on groups, and I started working here at JTV and asking people where I should get involved. And my good friend Cheryl, who also works for JTV, who of course introduced me to Janet Testerman, and it just kind of took off from there.
Janet's the best.
Yes.
She's just been so welcoming, and it's great to have a CEO that is so like boots on the ground. She's there every day. We have weekly meetings with her. She just wants to know what we're doing, if there's anything she could do to help. I can see how she got you plugged in pretty fast.
Yeah, it didn't take me long just to really go there and, of course, be around the volunteers who are, I'll tell you, all heart, 100%.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
The volunteer force at Young Williams is unmatched.
It really is.
I barely see the same face. There are so many of them running around doing, taking dogs for walks, getting them food, organizing dog. It's
never
it's a
ending.
huge operation. We couldn't do it without our volunteers.
No, great volunteers, of course, a great staff. Just the heart and the passion and purpose behind Young Williams is just something extraordinary.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when did you start your, I don't know what you would want to call it, your mission, you do so much. You have the Changemakers collection, you do Jewelry to the Rescue. When did you start becoming this activist?
I think I was just born with it in me. I was always that little girl who was bringing home the stray animals. I would get lectures all the time from my parents, or helping the turtle cross the road, or I would find that injured bird and have to take it to the vet. I've just always felt so connected to animals, and it took me a while to realize that I could help on a larger scale, because I think if there was an animal in my path, I would absolutely help, but I kind of, Josh, feel like maybe I discounted what I could do as a whole. until I
Right.
really, got involved in different organizations and kind of found my own voice, within animal activism and how I could really, really make a difference. And that's what's so incredible is that you might think your reach is small, but it's never small. Like there's
Right.
this huge ripple effect that can create such change for not only one animal but many animals if you just act on it.
Exactly. I think that's so much. Everybody, they have these passions or these things that they really care about, and they always think of themselves as like one person, right? But if all the one persons didn't
Yes.
come together and do, like at Young Williams, like every person that works there is one person, but all of those one people
Come together.
decided they wanted to work for Young Williams. They wanted to take care of these animals. I
And it
think
becomes a
that's-
collective.
Yes, exactly.
A change-making collective.
A collective is a bunch of one person.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I remember there was this quote too, and I think so many of us can see something that
I'm gonna try to
really.
make a dog.
Oh, look at
shape.
you!
I'm
He's
gonna try
getting
to
it
make
in.
I'm gonna try to make a bone shape here.
We're trying.
We'll see how it works out.
But I think we all see things and we think, wow, someone should do something about that. And I read this quote that said, somebody should do something about that, but I am that somebody.
Right.
And it's
right.
true, kind of taking it the step further. Something is stirring your heart, whatever that may be, if it's animals, if it's veterans, if it's homelessness. There's so many different causes that can speak to us, and if everyone just acts on that and truly do what they are capable of doing,
Right.
it makes such a difference.
Absolutely. Well, Allyson, you don't just like talk the talk, but you walk the walk, and it's such a beautiful mission that you put so much into, and I know that Young Williams is just so lucky that we found this partnership.
Well, I'm grateful for sure.
I have
Pretty good on the bone.
It's decent.
We'll have to see what it looks
is
like
decent.
when it's
We'll see
baked,
what
but, yeah.
what it looks like on the tail end of this. The tail end of this.
Yeah, you're
Come
good.
on, come on,
I
come
caught
on.
that.
Okay. I actually don't even. Yeah, I got enough room for that guy. Boom,
I'm like, just
right there.
eat it.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely going to do
Are
this.
you? I have a question. Like when you make cookies, are you a dough eater?
I'm not a dough eater.
I'm a dough
I
eater.
have rolled the dice with food poisoning too many times and paid
That's
the
why.
ultimate price. So,
Okay.
No,
nothing else needs to be
yes,
said. I gotcha.
So I don't eat that. You could eat this though. This is completely edible raw.
Right, it's vegan.
But we're not going to eat it raw. I'm going to pop these things in the oven, and we'll show you the finished result afterwards. Allyson, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing this with me. Thank you, JTV, for letting us use this kitchen.
Oh, and we're going to give some of the dogs on Jewelry to the rescue.
Yes.
So tune in to see what they think of these amazing creations.
Absolutely.
That should be interesting. If not, I think Josh will probably eat all of them. So
I will.
They will not
They
go
will
to
not
waste.
go to waste. Allyson, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Big hug out here. Thank you all for joining us. Bye.
Bye.